Monica, you're reporting that states across the country are releasing prisoners early as a cost-cutting method. On the face of it, it seems a little extreme. How widespread is this?
Actually, about half the states in the country are looking at ways to do this. And some of them would argue to you that this isn't just about saving money. This is about doing the right thing, that their prison populations had grown and grown and grown, and that this is actually the right moment to shrink them. But of course, along the way, they're trying to save money.
And what kind of reaction has there been?
Well, there's been mixed reaction, but in some states, there's been pretty intense opposition to it. A few places have had something happen where a particular prisoner has gotten out and people are upset about that. Other places, there have been lawsuits. Even in Michigan, there are prosecutors who are filing suit to try to stop some of these people from being released. So you find the local prosecutors filing suit against, essentially the state.
Is there an expectation that this will become an even bigger trend, or have the troubles actually discouraged other states from joining in?
No, I think we're going to see more and more of this. I think that the fact is that even as we've seen the economy recover somewhat for individuals, we're seeing the exact opposite for states. Times are actually getting worse for state budgets, and this is one big place where they spend money.
Give us one example. For instance, you write about Michigan. How big of a problem is this in Michigan?
Well, in Michigan, they were seeing the population grow and grow and grow. Meanwhile, as we all know, the budget in Michigan has struggled dramatically for a number of reasons. And so they're really trying to make an active effort to cut the number of prisoners. In fact, the governor this year is proposing 7,500 fewer prisoners again. This is after they've already made cuts last year. And so this is where you see the pushback from local prosecutors who say, well, wait a second, we want to save money, but I'm not sure this particular person or that particular person is the right one to be getting out.
One last question for you, Monica. Just give us a sense of how serious the overcrowding is in these prisons.
Well, I think overcrowding has always been an issue, has long been an issue, but I think now the issue that's really come out is an effort to save money by even closing prisons, trying to actually shrink that whole infrastructure. In Michigan, you see prisons closing last year, more proposed for this year. So if you cut the population, you can cut the number of prisons that are open, and you can cut that much staff. This is an enormous amount of money that they can save.